Welcome to this special episode where I'll share my journey along the Célé Variant of the Camino Le Puy. This lesser traveled path, spanning approximately 120 kilometers, offers a serene and intimate experience which reminded me of Camino Primitivo. Our journey begins in Figeac, a town steeped in history and the birthplace of Jean-François Champollion, the linguist who cracked the code of Egyptian hieroglyphs. Right in the heart of Figeac, there is this famous museum, Musée Champollion, the Museum of World Writing. It's a treasure trove for anyone curious about the history of writing across civilizations. From ancient scrolls to interactive displays, it's got it all. If you are into linguistics or history, this place is a goldmine. Unfortunately for us, we had to skip it because we were there on a Saturday and the museum didn't open until 10:30 a.m. With a 26-kilometer trek ahead, waiting wasn't an option for us, but if your schedule allows, it's definitely worth a visit, at least from what I've heard. Plan accordingly, especially if you are as fascinated by ancient scripts as Champollion was. On this Camino, I feel there is a big difference with the others, is that most people walk this Camino in stages. Maybe during this season, the majority of people walking are French, and they break this Camino into a few years and they walk in stages. So Figeac is the end of the first big stage and the beginning of the second. So a lot of people that were walking with us finished in Conques, so it's 2 stages before Figeac. Some people finished in Figeac, and 2 stages between Conques and Figeac. They were kind of strange. There was nobody. And now in Figeac, and all the gîtes were full, and there is a lot of people on the road. Close to Figeac, there is a farm that does goat cheese. Last night at dinner, we were served this goat cheese. It's a Rocamadour cheese. It's like a round circle. It's super good. It's a specialty of the Rocamadour area. What a pretty village. What a nice ambiance and a pretty village. The bikers that I met on the way, they're doing a 7-day trip. Au soleil, sur la roche. last stop for the day. Almost there. 10 minutes away. My heart is beating up fast after this ascent. It's day 15. Beautiful morning. Very chilly in the morning, but it's getting warm. And it's gonna be a beautiful day. Today is going to be a very long stage for me because I didn't find any accommodation in between. Normally people do the stage in 2 days. I'm doomed. It's the weekend, today is Saturday, and I tried to find a place 2 days before and everything was full. And also it's the end of the season, so some places are closed. So that's why I have no choice but to go 36 kilometers. What an amazing pass today. What an amazing pass.
Okay, let's talk about the Célé Variant and what's so special about it. This route, total hidden gem. It's a completely different vibe from the main Camino path. Way more secluded, super peaceful, and honestly the scenery is just astonishing. And like I said before, it really reminded me of Camino Primitivo, the same vibe. Besides the jaw-dropping views, the Célé Valley is packed with history and culture. You pass through these ridiculously charming little villages, and the whole atmosphere just feels timeless. It's the kind of place where you actually hear yourself think, you know? Perfect for a bit of reflection or just zoning out and enjoying the moment. And if you're into outdoor adventures, This place is a paradise. It's not just for Camino walkers. The Célé River is famous for canoe trips. And fun fact, part of the Camino can actually be done by canoe. I mean, that's the next level Camino, right? Unfortunately, it's only open until October 1st, and guess what? We were there on October 5th. Well, next time.
Magnifique. Arriving at the picnic spot. Halfway. Beautiful place to take a break.
Oh, and speaking of unexpected discoveries, so here we are looking for a lunch spot because it's about time. Then we find this little place by the river, set up the lunch, start eating, and then suddenly people start emerging from the water. Like, what? Where do they come from? Turns out we stumbled upon one of the most famous cave diving spots in the world. What are the odds? Another thing the region is famous for is troglodyte houses, basically houses carved into cliffs. And little spoiler for later, I'm staying in one tonight.
It's 2:30 and this is just the beginning of my second stage, basically. My second stage of the day. So I'm halfway through. I'm already tired, but I set my mind today, this morning, for a long day. So I'm not even thinking about the end. I'm just walking and enjoying the view. The day today is absolutely amazing. 10 on 10. We arrived at Figeac and completely exhausted, trying to find something to buy, to drink. Everything looks dead and closed. It's 10 kilometers to Cabrerets, where I have my gîte booked, so I won't make it.
Last night at the gîte I was staying at, we found out that there was an international film festival happening in the area, and this was the reason why there was absolutely no accommodation available. We had zero choice but to combine two stages into one massive day. And the gîte owner from last night, he told us to go as far as we possibly could and then just hitchhike. And well, that's exactly what we did. After hours of ups and downs, melting in the crazy heat, and reaching a point where even finding a drink felt like an impossible mission, we finally gave in. And don't forget, this is Sunday and these are very small villages. So the last 10 kilometers, yeah, we skipped them. And instead we caught a ride and made our way straight to Cabrerets, where thankfully I had a reservation, and not just a reservation, in a troglodyte house hosted by Boris and his legendary dog Socrat. The entire day I was dreaming about Orangina, and I finally got it at the hotel with a nice view, with the sunset.
Dreams come true. It's 9 a.m. I just had an amazing breakfast by Boris. He really went above and beyond with the breakfast. It was probably the best breakfast on this trip. Now I'm going to see the famous caves. The visit to Cabrerets cannot be complete without seeing those caves. They all say it's an absolute must.
I made my way to Peshmerl, one of the rare caves where you can still see real prehistoric paintings from over 25,000 years ago. The cave itself, over 2 million years old, shaped by an ancient river, and fun fact, this whole place was discovered in 1922 by a few teenagers who were just exploring. Imagine casually stumbling upon a prehistoric art gallery. Oh, and if you want to visit, better book in advance. They limit visitors to protect the paintings, and trust me, if you are in the area, you do not want to miss that. Very nice visit of the caves with the prehistoric art and stalactites, stalagmites. Very nice caves. And now on the way to Saint-Cirq, which is considered to be one of the most beautiful villages in France. Today is a short day, and after a super tiring day yesterday, I totally deserve it. I am so tired. Chemin-le-Puy is not easy. This is such a beautiful walk. Pinterest walk.
nice walk to Saint-Cirq and from Saint-Cirq. Amazing. So, leaving Saint-Cirq, going to halfway between Saint-Cirq and Cahors, arriving into Cahors tomorrow, and that's where I decided to stop this Camino. Why? I actually had enough time to go to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, and I even have my return ticket at the end of October. I decided to cut it short, and one of the reasons is that this Camino is very different dynamic, very different from the other Caminos. Here, like I already mentioned, a lot of people, they walk it in stages. Every year they walk for 7-10 days, and then they go back home, and the first 10 days were amazing. We met an incredible amount of very nice people we connected with, made friends with, and then we had to say goodbye, and then it became very lonely. It's beginning of October. A lot of gîtes, they're already closing down for the season. It's not as easy to find accommodation. There is nobody on the road, and it's just, I would say, demotivates you. And the reason number 2 is that I have been walking, I think I already lost count, but 15, 16 days. By the time I return home, it's going to be exactly 3 weeks. And in those 3 weeks, I feel like I lived the entire life. An entire small life in 3 weeks. So much happened. So many great and amazing and miraculous things happened. And every day is a day to remember. Every single day. Every single day there was a reason to laugh. There was an obstacle to overcome. There was something to remember. I feel so recharged. I feel so, like it's as if I was taken out of my normal life completely, and there was absolutely no connection with normal life except for a few phone calls with my kids. But other than that, it's a total restart with all these beautiful exchanges with people, conversations. I feel like I took in so much information and so many things happened, and I didn't really have time to sit down and process. And I feel like my brain is just gonna blow. I need some downtime to actually sit down, write everything down, to process everything, to analyze everything, because this Camino has been magical. The energy on this Camino is special. It's very special. So many reflections, so much introspection, so many lessons, so many signs, so many meaningful conversations, and I couldn't be more grateful to this Camino. So yeah, in these 3 weeks, I feel like I've had enough, and I really need to go home and process all that. Last day, as always, it's bittersweet feelings. I don't know whether to be happy or sad. A bit of both. So today, going to Cahors, where I will be finishing my walk this time. And maybe next year, who knows, I will continue on chemin Le Puy and we'll finish it. But for this time, that was the decision. This is what I felt, that I've done as much as I needed to do this time. I've got everything I needed to get from it this time. So now I have to apply everything I got, everything I realized. I have to apply it to life. What a trip. What a walk. 18 kilometers to go. And classic, the last day, you see the kilometers go down and you don't want. On the one hand, you're so tired that you're excited to stop walking. On the other hand, you know that it's the last day. Last day, you don't know when the next time is gonna be. So you try to take advantage and enjoy every single minute. And when you see the kilometers melt, it's a bit sad. Because soon a return to our normal life, normal routine. You still continue your way, your Camino, but in a different way. And as I say that, there is my heart. The new chapter starts, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see, because this Camino, it was very, very special for me in so many ways. It was very unpredictable, and every Camino is absolutely unpredictable. It just, when you have no expectations, when you have no plans, it was very special. It was very special for me. And I know it's not over, it's just starting. Bon chemin, bon camino. To all of us.